Good morning, friends. I am so excited to be here today. I keep forgetting to do something on these videos, but I am so glad that we get to spend this time together in the morning. This morning, I really want to give a big shout out to my junior kindergarten class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. So Jackson and Prince, Colton, Kevin, Dason, Aubrey, Georgia, Ben, Morgan, Kyle, Cooper, Devin, Everly, Kenna, Milo, Liam, Atlas, Anik, and Hendrix. I am so glad you guys are tuning in today. And every video, I'm going to start giving a shout out to each of my classes to make sure that I say your name and we have this connection in the morning. Because I think it's really important that we spend this time together and that you know that I'm here and I'm listening and I'm watching. And I know you're doing the same. All right, so if we're ready to get started with our morning, let's sing our good morning song. I want to hear your beautiful, loud singing voices. I know we all know this song by now, so let's do it. Are you ready? Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. It is time to start our day. We will learn and work and play. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. Good singing, guys. I'm super proud of you. But I want to know how you're doing today. Can you tell me how you're doing today? Amazing. So as I said last week, something really sad happened to me. And I was feeling really blue, but also really red. And that's okay that I was feeling those things. Yesterday, I started to feel a little bit more green. And today, I feel much more green today. I got a really good night's sleep. I wasn't so blue and so sad anymore. I still have moments every day where I'm a little bit sad, but that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. It's just really important that I'm moving away from blue and more towards green and more towards feeling good and back. All right. We are going to say good morning to Mr. Sean, and we're going to say good morning to Theo, and we're going to say good morning to mummies and daddies and brothers and sisters, and then we're going to say good morning to me, Miss Tracy. Good morning, friends. All right. So let's get started with our day. We need to figure out what day of the week it is. So let's hear your beautiful singing voices as we sing our 7 days of the week song. So show me your 2 fingers and your 5 fingers, just like this. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Great singing. Can we do that song in French? I know most of you probably have figured out the French song by now, but let's try it all together. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Dimanche, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. Great job. So who knows what today is? If yesterday was Tuesday, that means that today is Wednesday. Great job. So when we are writing out our date, we would say today is Wednesday, April. And what was that number we counted to? 8. Now I made a spelling error because I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, and that's okay. So we would say Wednesday, April 8. Great job. All right. So we figured out our date. Now we need to figure out what the weather is today. It's not very nice outside. Kenna wanted to know why is there still so much snow, and I don't know the answer to that. But let's sing our song. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? Is it snowy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? So if you use your looking eyes to look outside your window, what is the weather that you can see with your eyes? Good job. If you were outside today, if you went for a walk with mom or into the backyard, did you feel any weather on your skin? Yeah, definitely. So I am going to put up the clouds because when I look outside, I don't see any blue sky at all. And I'm going to put up the snow because there is still snow on the ground. And I'm not totally sure why. It's April. We should have nicer weather by now, I think. I'm also going to put up the wind a little bit because it was blowing on my way into school today. So now I need to dress the panda. He's still going to wear his warm clothes because it's still not very nice outside. So we are going to put on his boots and his pants. I'm going to put on his mittens because I always get in trouble when he doesn't wear his mittens, and his coat and his toque. There we go. So there is our panda. He looks nice and toasty today. Great job, friends. Thank you so much for helping me pick his clothes. All right, I am ready for our story. Are you ready for our story? This one is one of my favorite books. I love reading this storybook, so I'm really excited that we're going to read it today. I'm a good listener, read me a book. My hands are in my lap, and at Miss Tracy I look. When she sees I'm ready, she will say, "Here is the story I have for you today." So my story has 3 colors on it. What color is this? Red and yellow and blue. My story is called Mixed, a colorful story. In the beginning, there were 3 colors: the yellows, the reds, and the blues. Reds were the loudest. La 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 la. That guy's really loud. Yellows were the brightest. Are yellows a really bright color? Yeah, they are. And blues were the coolest. Yeah, driving in his sports car. Everyone lived in color harmony until... Uh-oh. This guy does not look very happy at all. Mm-mm. One afternoon, when a red said, "Reds are the best!" Do you guys think that reds are the best? They might be your favorite color, but are they the best? We're going to have to think about that one. The yellows disagreed. "No, we're the best because we're the brightest." The blues were too cool to even respond. What do you think's going to happen? Are they getting along anymore? The colors decided to live in separate parts of the city. So, the Reds built Redville, the Blues built Bluetown, and the Yellows moved into Yellow Heights. My poor book. But then one day, a yellow noticed a blue. So what happened? They went to live in separate parts of the city, and do you think that that made them feel very happy? Or do you think that maybe they started to feel a little bit lonely and sad because they might not be able to see the friends that they could see before? Yeah, so this guy, the blue, he looks a little bit sad. And this yellow noticed that he was feeling a little bit sad. And something happened. So the blue said, "I feel so happy when I'm near you." And the yellow said, "And I feel so calm when I'm with you." yellow and blue became inseparable. Life felt so vibrant. But not all the colors were happy about it. These blues say, I don't like yellow's effect on blue. These reds say, colors shouldn't mix. And these yellows think, that blue isn't bright enough for yellow. But yellow and blue loved each other so much, they decided to mix. So what's happening? That's right, the yellow and the blue are going to get married. Together, they created a new color. What color did they create? That's right, they created green. They named her Green. Green was bright, like yellow, and calm, like blue. But really, she was a color all her own. Everyone was fascinated. This red says, she's so cute. This yellow says, I've never seen anything like her before. Even the grumpy colors fell in love with green. This red says, can I hold her? The colors began to see new possibilities. Soon, other colors mixed. So we have a red and a yellow, and what color did they make? Orange. And mixed. So what color did red and blue make? Purple. And mixed. And mixed. So look at all the different colors that were created with when all the colors decided to mix up. There were so many new colors and a lot of new names. So this dark green says, be careful, Jade. Talking to this one. And this blue says, don't forget your glasses, Lavender. Talking to this one. And the red says, have fun, Amber. This one. The old neighborhoods of Redville, Bluetown, and Yellow Heights didn't make sense anymore. Everyone wanted to live together, so they rebuilt the city. Do you see all the different colors? I really like this color here. And there's pink. The new city was full of color. It wasn't perfect, but it was home. Look at all of them. Are they now happier? If we look back at the beginning of the book, back here. So they were happy, but there was also friends that weren't super happy. And there were still only 3 colors. There was only red, blue, and yellow. They didn't have orange. They didn't have green. They didn't have purple. And then when they separated the cities, they did not look very happy at all, did they? No. The end. That was such a good story. Did you guys like that book? Yeah? I really like that book. So I'm going to tell you what our activities are today. So one of the activities I have is the belly breathing. So if you remember our belly breathing, I want you to find a stuffy and I want you to lay on the floor and I want you to take in some deep breaths. So when you breathe in, your whole belly should get really big. So try it. Are you ready? So you're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And your belly is going to get really big. And I want you to practice doing that. One of our other activities is some color mixing. So we're going to make some potions, which I love doing in class. And I know Ben is really excited about making potions. So mummies have to help you get together some things. So I have vinegar and baking soda. I have some food coloring. I have a little bit of shaving cream just for fun. And then I have a muffin tin. Mummies and daddies don't need to have a muffin tin. You can use an ice cube tray. You can use cups. It doesn't matter. This part is not the important part. What I normally do, if this was preschool, is I would put some baking soda down into one of the cups. And I would hide some food coloring. So I'm going to put some blue in this one. And I'm going to put a little bit more baking soda over top to hide it. So I would have done this before my friends even sat down to do this activity. And then I would take another color. So in this case, I'm going to take some red. And I would put some red in to one of the cups. So this is where this comes in handy. So every friend got one of these. So you can take your pipette and you can mix up your vinegar. And so what color is my vinegar? It's red. So I'm going to squeeze the bulb and I'm going to pull some red vinegar up on top. And then I'm going to squeeze it into my baking soda. And we're going to listen. Did you hear that? It was doing a lot of fizzing. I'm going to see if I can hold it up so you can see into the cup. So then we're going to squeeze some more. So this color looks a little bit orangey or red. I can also squeeze in some shaving cream. This one's almost empty. To kind of make it a little bit more puffy. We'll try that again. So we can see kind of what's happening. And I can see eventually we get down to the blue food coloring. And then everything sort of changes and it starts changing into different colors. So the goal of this activity would be to do a couple of these with different colors. So I'm going to put in some yellow in this one. Cover it up a little bit. And then use my red. So we're listening to hear the fizzing, but then we also want to see what colors we make when we mix the two colors. Make it a little fuzzy. And you can give them a spoon to mix them up. I love it when they get all mixed up. Just like that. And then they can squeeze more in and see what happens. Doesn't make as much noise, but it still fizzes up. So that's that activity that we can do today for color mixing. So the goal of this activity would be to see when we mix red and yellow, what color do we make? When we mix blue and red, what color do we make? And if we mix a whole bunch of colors, does it make a new unique color? That's what I want the kids to find out for themselves today. So feel free to let them just make a mess with the vinegar and the baking soda. They can add some glitter because glitter always adds a whole lot of magic to potion making. Sometimes I add things like Kool-Aid powder, which kind of gives it a smell. So I have cherry Kool-Aid here for that reason. You can also add other things that might smell, some essential oils, that sort of thing. Whatever everyone's little heart's desires is a-okay, because it's all about experimenting and doing the process and kind of figuring things out as we go along. Our art activity today was scratch art. So I found these really cute Easter egg scratch art cards. And so everyone got one of these, and they also came with a ribbon. So what I want you to do is you have a popsicle stick, or there's a dowel or a coffee stirrer in your bag. So you can take that and you can start to scratch away. Oh my goodness. There we go. Miss Tracy finally got it. So you can start scratching away at this surface to see what colors are underneath. And everyone's should be different. So I've got some blue and some green, and I have some red and some yellow. You could even do a pattern. So you could do just like straight lines on yours. You might have to push really hard to get it to go. But you could do straight lines, or you could do little polka dots all over. So just like that. And then you can add your ribbon. and you can hang it somewhere. So that's our craft for today. Something really easy. Before we go, we are going to do our alphabet soup can and our magic box. So let's do these things. So what letter is on my alphabet soup can today? It's letter C. So let's see what we have in here. See if my friends can figure it out. Oh, I know you know what this is. What's this guy? This is a cookie. Can we say cookie? Great job. See if you can guess this one. This one makes a sound. It goes, meow. Did you guess it was a cat? Great job. We have our cat. Oh, this one. I love to eat it. I love to eat it in the summer with butter and a little bit of salt. Corn. I also love to eat this one at birthday parties. Cake. This one makes a sound. This one goes moo. What is it? Great job. It's a cow. You guys are so good at this. And then the last two in here are our uppercase C and our lowercase c. So our letters. Great job. All right. So for Magic Box, I picked something a little bit different today. It's still something from our classroom, but it's one of my favorite things. So we're going to see if you can figure out what is one of my favorite things. So I'll get out our Magic Box. And some of the questions I had were from Colton. He wants to know, what size is it? Well, I only put a little bit in here, but normally, if this was at my house, it would probably be about this big. So it's fairly big, but I only put a little bit inside the Magic Box. Kenna wants to know, is it the Easter Bunny? It's not the Easter Bunny, but that would have been a really good one. I might have to find an Easter Bunny tomorrow. Dason wants to know, what would it do if it were alive? If it were real and not pretend, it would fill Miss Tracy's belly. Okay, so it's about this big, if it was real, is not the Easter Bunny, and if it were real, it would fill Miss Tracy's belly. What color is it? So there's a lot of colors on here. There's red and brown and green and more red and then some yellow. Okay. So if it was real, it would be about this big. It's not the Easter Bunny. If it was real, it would fill Miss Tracy's belly. It's red and yellow and green and brown. Does it smell? If it was real, it would smell so good. Like, so yummy. Oh my goodness. Let's think about this. It would be about this big. It's not the Easter Bunny. If it was real, it would fill Miss Tracy's belly. It's red with some yellow and brown and red and green on it. And if it was real, it would smell really, really good. Oh, it smells so good. Making me hungry thinking about it. Have you figured out what's inside my Magic Box? If you figured out that it's something I would eat, you're right. It is something I would eat. And it's one of my favorite things to eat. Did you figure it out? Let's see. If you guessed that it's pizza, you would be totally right. It is pizza. Excellent. Great job, friends. All right. So that's all I have for us today. So I'm going to say goodbye. Let's get our working hands out. Are you ready? All day long we worked and played, worked and played, worked and played. All day long we worked and played, And now our day is done. Wave goodbye to all your friends, all your friends, all your friends. Wave goodbye to all your friends until we meet again. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.